Hey folks, it's Bishopheals from the ECF Forums and host of VAPE TV. How you guys doing over there, baby? I gotta tell you, it's been a beautiful, beautiful Monday. It's gorgeous, but we got something to talk. We got something to say. Forget about it. GG's, GG. Forget about it. Guess what's in my hands, baby? It is the brand new Esterigon. Yes, the Esterigon. Boom. Oh, right on the Penelope. Oofa, forget about it. I mean, this thing is a beast. I don't need to say it. Come on. It's by the man himself, the myth, the legend, Mr. GG, Golden Greek, Imeo, forget about it, from the ECF forums. Ooh, and on GG USA Facebook, baby. This thing over here has been hitting so hard. Oh my gosh, it's making me see them titties nice and bright. Them cinnamon titties, baby. But we're going to have to go over this device. As I said, we have to go over this device from the grounds up, I tell you. Totally from the grounds up. Oof! Ooh, my poor baby. My Esterigon. Forget about it. Oh, my poor honey. Nah, that's okay. Don't worry about it. We got some surgery to do right now on this poor little baby Esterigon. But hey, Bishopheals is on the case. Forget about it. We needed to see every piece in full detail over here. Yes, baby, because if you're interested in getting the Esterigon, you should also be aware of how you assemble it, put it together, how to clean it. Forget about it. So this is going to be one hell of a massive review because we're doing it from the grounds up, baby. Ooh, from the grounds up. So we're not going to be using this right now, but this is the 18652. Yes, 18652, which will be available later. Yes, you would actually be receiving is the other tube. Which other tube? It is the 350 tube. This one right here, baby. But we'll see. Imeo did say he was going to have them available. Maybe he'll have some available as far as for launch. Launch is this Saturday. Ladies and gents, it's this Saturday. Yes, this Saturday. Fluidvapor, forget about it. Ufa, Vasilis from Smokeguru, forget about it. The Italian GG seller himself. Yes, forget about it. It's going to be this Saturday. Okay, we're going to get into this right now. So, these are all the parts. These are all the parts. All the parts. Did I say all the parts? Yeah, baby. All the parts. Oh, yeah, baby. Forget about it. So, here it is. We're going to start working on this right now. So, I'm going to take this step by step. I already cleaned it out. It's completely cleaned out from the Sonic Cleaner. I'll do a video on that later on. I know I promised people I was going to be doing it on other devices as well. I will be catching up. Yes, I will be catching up. But without further ado, let's get started in assembling this baby Esterigon because I need to vape. Yes. Okay, so we have 4 O-rings that we're going to be using on the Switch compartment. We have other O-rings. We have other pieces. They're all stainless steel, Delrin, as well as O-rings, as I mentioned. So first things first, let's work on the bottom cap. Yes, this piece right here is part of the bottom. Yes, bottom cap. We're going to be working on this device. This is the other ring. Okay, you see the little 4 holes, the venting holes. Okay, which totally helps as far as in the battery. This is totally genius. I tell you, totally genius. So what we're going to be doing is we're just going to be sliding this in. Yes. Now this is the lock compartment. Yes, so there's some threads on here, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to be tightening it up just a little bit, see that? Just a little bit. Yes, camera is zooming in. There we go. Dang it, this camera. There. Let's see if I can zoom in manually. There it is. So this right here, this is the locking mechanism. Right now is unlocked. Okay, to lock it, you would actually extend it out just a little bit, and it's locked. Yes, absolutely. So that way, if there is no accidental fires. Now, to keep it locked, we have to insert an O-ring in here. Yes, we're going to be inserting an O-ring. which is this beautiful, nice, fat size O-ring. So the way you insert the O-ring, just put it on the side over here. Look how simple this is. And no, you do not need Vaseline. No, you don't. See that? It's in place. Okay? Now you can easily do this. And that's as far as it goes because the O-ring holds it in place. Okay? Boom. Now, there is a other bigger O-ring that you actually put around here. Yes. And it's going to be this right here, this cover right here. Okay, there is also an O-ring. Let's see if you can see that. You see that? There's an O-ring right in there. Okay? This would help you remove and fasten this piece so it stays on secure. There we go. So you want to make sure it's totally flush. You see that? It's totally flush. Yeah, there we go. This part right here is totally flush. See that? I'm going to turn it slowly. See that? It's totally flush right onto the base. There we go. So this is the bottom cap that's already been assembled. Okay? This is already done. So to insert this, what we're going to be putting it on, I'm going to be putting on the 18650 tube. Now, when you look at this tube, okay, there are threads on here. Very, very, very beautiful, nice, thin cut threads. Yes. I'm going to see if I can focus that for you a little bit better so you can see the quality and craftsmanship that Mr. Imeo Thanasis has made. Now, the two endings are a little bit different. You see how this one looks? You see how this one looks? Turn it around. See how this one looks? Now, this is the one, you see there's a little bit of a space there versus this one. Okay? Let's do it again. You see the space? You see right there, that little lip right there? Versus this right here? Okay? This is where you would actually put in the bottom cap. Okay? Now, when you put this on, this is what I recommend. Okay? When you put this on, reverse, go to reverse until you hear the click. And then start screwing it on clockwise. Now, when you're screwing it on, you feel it's tight. Like right now, I feel it's tight. But you see, it exposes a little bit of the O-ring. See that? You don't want that. You don't want that. You need to finish sealing this, closing it off. So, if you find that it may be too hard, which for me it isn't, see, I can close it. Okay, now it's not exposing anything. See that? Then the other thing you want to do is make sure that this, the lock portion, you can also open it. See that? You can lock it. See, when it extends out, it's on lock mode. When you do this, it's on power mode. Okay? You got that? So you want to do this to lock, this to unlock. Okay? But you need to make sure that the inseam here is as tight as it can get. Okay? Totally tight. Very important, you get more connectivity. More connectivity! You know what? You get more power. How's that? More power. Hoo-wah! Forget about it. We're almost done, ladies and gentlemen. Check this out. We just assembled the bottom cap. Now we're going to be assembling the switch compartment. Yes, the switch compartment, which is going to go here. So we're going to put this tube on the side right now. Yes. Now we have, let me focus this for you. There we go. So now we have this to work with now. So let's work on the switch compartment, which is going to be going in here. Yes, it's going to be going in here, but this is how it looks bare to the minimum. Okay, this is all stainless steel. Let me focus that. There we go. Look at the craftsmanship, the quality of this work and design. The actual threads is just amazing. Totally amazing. Let's see if I can focus that a little more for you. There we go. Look at that. The threads are just so beautiful. Totally so beautiful. And I just finished cleaning this out of the sonic cleaner. So it is spotless. Forget about it. Spot on. Okay, so now what we're going to be working with is the switch compartment. Now, the button switch is very, very simple. We have a few pieces. Let's work on that first, which goes in here. Okay? So, this is what we have. We have the following. This is the button. Let me see if I can focus that a little. There we go. It's doing it automatic. Now the camera seems to be working. Now, this button has a little plastic Delrin right here, this right here is you're able to unscrew this and screw this back on. However, I got it assembled already, so this has already been tightened, and I don't want to use very thin pliers or wrenches because I don't want to gouge anything around this little plastic area. But it is tight, and that's all. That's all I care about. And I also put this in the sonic cleaner the way it is right now to clean it. If you're going to clean it, I will just dump it the way it is with the little plastic little compartment in there, and that's it. Don't worry about it. So, but I just wanted to give you a heads up that this is removable, okay? But you don't have to remove it. You can just leave it there, okay? That's it. And this is how the button looks up close. Beautiful. Forget about it. Now this right here, what you're going to be doing is you'll be taking this, which is a brass connector right here. This is what's going to be giving the contact to start up your device. What you want to do is you want to put the spring in first. This is my way of doing it. Before, I know other people may have other ways of doing it, but this is the way I'm going to be doing it. And I actually screw this on. Okay, now you can put the spring later, but I just put it in this way just to screw on this as much as I can, holding everything in. And then after that, what I do is I apply the O-ring. Yes, there is an O-ring. Okay, now what I do is, because everything's in there now, I put the O-ring right over like that. Okay, and I have to get it between the spring where my nail is right now and the little plastic little groove. That's it. So it holds the spring together. Also, when I slide it into the actual device, it'll hold. So all what I'm doing is I'm just pushing down on my nail like this, evenly across. I hope you guys can see that. If not, here, I'll try to redo it again. Okay, so I'm just holding it down like this, and very gently, as you can see, that's all. That's all it takes. So, boom, it's done. See? Now the spring is there in place, like this. Now what I do is I take the actual GG device here, and very gently I push this down. Now I do not apply Vaseline. It's very important you don't, because if you get any form of, look how simple it goes right in. Okay, like butter. Look at that. Okay, so the reason why I don't use Vaseline, some people may say, well, you can put some Vaseline on it. No. You don't want to put Vaseline. I'm sorry, I love Vaseline next to the next guy, but don't put it, because in the event, no matter how good you are, in the event, some of that oil will actually fall right here onto these tip, to that brass tip right there. Okay, what's going to happen is you're going to be getting misfires. Okay, you will get misfires. You don't want that. Forget that. Forget about it. Mount it the way I showed you. Forget about it. You're not going to have any problems. Look at that. Okay? Very smooth, very light of a press. And she fires nicely with no problem. Okay? Now, we're going to work on the next compartment. Okay? Yes, baby! The next compartment. So we're going to be taking this. This is the 510. Okay? This one is the 510. And we're going to put the O-rings. We're going to mount the O-rings on here. And again, no need for grease. You see how simple this is? Look, boom. I just got one of the O-rings on. Now we're going to add the second O-ring. Turn it the other way. And what I do is, see, I just put it right around. Glide my thumb. Boom. O-ring on. Okay? Dual O-rings are on. Now, this compartment in here is the spring. Yes, the spring. The two springs are the same. Okay? These springs right here are the same. So you would actually mount the spring on. This is the way I'm going to be doing it. And you put this head right on it. Doesn't matter as far as if it looks uneven to you or it moves. That's okay, because it's going to get fixed right now. Because now you take this and this is going to lock it. Look at the threads on that. Look at the torque. Torx is there for a reason. I'm going to show you why. So you put this right over, and then when you put it right over, just like that, we're going to even this out, balance it out, and there we go, until it catches the thread. Once it catches the thread, see how this straightened out? Because this right here it's like tensioned. So now you screw this in until you can't screw in no more. Now the torque is there for a reason. What you do is, you can take, I would recommend getting pliers with a little bit of rubber tips in the front if you're worried about, you know, like scratching anything on the surface here, okay? But if you already tighten it very, very much with your hands, you're almost there. So what I'm going to be doing, just to show, is just, I grip it on the torque, and then with my hands, I just turn it, holding the torque in place. That's all what I'm doing. So that's it. It can't go anymore. See that? That's it. Just a hand grip. That's all what I'm doing. But if you're worried about it, that's why I say you can use like a little bit of rubber, or put like a rubber band. You can wrap a rubber band right around the edges of the pliers, so that way you don't have to worry about scratching. But that's all what I do. I just want a little bit more tension than just hand. Okay, that's all. That's me. Okay, I'm neurotic like that. Okay, don't judge me. That's the way I am. Forget about it. Now, the next thing what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take one of these spacers right here. Okay, they're different sizes. You get 3 of them. Okay, here they are. Let me focus that for you, so that you don't get mixed up which one is which. But all 3 are different sizes for diameters inside the hole. Okay, this one right here, the biggest one in the inside diameter, is what we're going to be using for the 510. Okay, so what we're going to be doing now, let me focus that for you. Okay, so we're going to put this plastic on like so, okay, because this is the 510 part. So being that's the 510 part, this is the one with the air. You see the slits? I'm going to go over that in a second, but that's the way you're going to differentiate it. Okay, and you're going to slip it right in here. Okay, again, no Vaseline needed. No Vaseline needed. Now, once it's in there, okay, it's not all the way in. What you do is you take your 2 thumbs, okay, and you see that this right here is, you see how this goes down with the spring? So you want, on the lower one, just press down on it. That's it. Just press down on it evenly. So that way, everything gets pushed, reset all the way to the top. Okay? So this is the 510 part. Okay? Guess what? Almost done. But let's talk about this. Right here you have air control. Yes. You have air control right onto the PV. You got one slit here. Look how big that slit is. It's pretty big. Then you got another one over here. Right there. Forget about it. Plus there's a marking right here. You see that? You have that little, small little hole right here. Indicator, so that way when you mount this on, which is a dual O-ring sleeve to adjust the airflow, and you put this on like so, you can actually look for the base with the hole, which is this right here. This right here. Right here is where the air lock is, the air vent. So what you do is you turn this cap directly to this hole. Okay? It's easier once I have this mounted is because the threads, I'm holding on my threads with my fingers, and it's a little sharp, and I don't want to, you know, hurt my fingers. But I can do that right on the mod, which I'll show you guys a little bit later. But the cap is done. Okay? So we're going to put that on the side right here. Okay? Next thing what we're going to have to work with is the other compartment. Okay? So we're going to have to add 2 O-rings on here, the remaining last 2 O-rings. And look how easy this is. Okay? Very, very easy. Turn it around. Add the other O-ring. And the reason why I took this all apart. Well, you know, it just shattered in front of me, as you heard. But no. Just joking. Just kidding. Is because I want you guys to feel comfortable on how to take this apart and put it back together. It's not very challenging at all. It's really not. So at least you have a video guide as a reference that you can use all in one shot, you know, as far as putting this together. And it's pretty much the same as taking it apart. So I'm tightening this with my fingers first. Okay, Then I take my pair of pliers, and the same thing, like I said, if you put like a rubber band around here or like a rubber thing, that would help so that you don't gouge anything here. But I'm just lightly pressing on the torque, and then what I'm doing is I'm just hand tightening it. Don't put a pair of pliers here, don't, because you're gonna ruin it. So just hand tighten it. That's it. That's all. And that's it. So once that's done, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be inserting this in here. Okay? We're going to be putting this in here. So what we're going to be doing is we have 2 remaining plastics, which is 1 for each. Okay? So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be inserting this plastic in here. Just like a Delrin hard surface cap. Okay? And that is going to go in here. Okay? Okay, so there we go. See that? And just push down. Just push down on it. Now this is because it's spring. See that? This right here goes to the compartment towards the battery. This is what adjusts the head of the battery. So if the battery is a little bit taller, like on the Orbs is a little bit taller than the AWs, and the MNKEs doesn't have buttons. So see that? It's springed, so it can automatically fit the battery as far as for height. It'll do the automatic height adjustment immediate because it's a solid tube. So this is brilliant. This is freaking brilliant. How many mods out there that you know that you may have to manually adjust this setting by hand, in order to fit the battery? And this will automatically, ladies and gents, it's just going to automatically adjust as far as for your battery. Perfect. Freaking perfect. Forget about it. Now, this is the other remaining Delrin cap that you would put in here. And the way this works is, as you can see here, the pin, see the pin? From the part that we just finished assembling? There it is, right there. Okay, that's going to make contact with this pin, and then the button is just going to automatically press down to it. See that? And that's how it fires. That's how it works. It's totally ingenious, I tell you. So, and the same thing here. This right here is adjustable. Yes, it is spring-loaded. As you see that? Now this is what automatically adjusts your 510. So if you have a 510 Addy that has the 510 really long, it's going to automatically adjust. Now, if it's very short, this will automatically adjust to it. Like right now, it's completely up. And I'm going to show you with different Addy devices how this responds. It's just totally ingenious. So now we take this plastic, Delrin, we'll put it right in like this. We take the remaining, this is the 510 connector, okay? I'm going to put it on. And when you put it on, you may hear like a small little grind. That's okay. That's because of the 2 metals touching. But now that I have it mounted, now I can adjust the airflow. Okay, so I can keep turning until I get to the actual black dot, which is this right here. So I'm going to keep turning. There we go. So now I have automatic airflow here. I have automatic airflow there. Okay, so I can also set it, I can reduce it by moving this a little bit towards right. You see that? It almost seals it. Okay, and then I just keep turning, because if I turn the other way, see that? It will automatically unfasten the ring. So right now, I'm just trying to set it. There we go. So right now I have it on automatic air control, feed open. And this is how it looks. And then what we do is, I'm going to put in a fresh battery. Orbs, baby, forget about it. I'm putting in SX22s because I am totally charging my SX25s right now, but I'm going to be using my SX22s right now. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the battery in. Battery's in, okay? Remember, this is springed, so it automatically adjusts. So what I do is I press in like this, reverse until I hear my click, boom, And then what I do is I start clockwise, turning it clockwise. Boom. Everything is all tight. So making sure everything is tight, and it's set. So now we have the Esterigon. Get about it. Beautiful, I tell you. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful device. As you just saw, how I just set this up. Beautiful. Now, let's add my, what I'm actually going to be using here. I'm going to be using my penny, which is at 0.3 ohms, dual coil, okay, is what I'm actually going to be using, okay. And this one is also adjustable from here, okay, but I'm going to leave it pretty much almost closed, just to show you that I can just keep tightening this up. Beautiful, I tell you, right? Now this is 20 millimeters, okay? It's not 21. So on certain Addies, it'll look a little bit different. But Imeo is coming out with a new Addy. Yes, he is. He's coming out with a new Addy design. Hopefully, it's preferably for the Esterigon, but we'll soon find out. Yes, you know why? Because Thursday night, people, on my show is going to be coming out live. Oops! Yes. Oops. Bleep bleep. Yeah, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Yes. Okay, but going back to this, this is how it looks. So let's start vaping this. So here it is, baby. The Esterigon. This thing is beautiful. As I just showed you guys, you know, I wanted to show you from beginning to end as far as assembling this device because it is not overly challenging. It may seem so at first, but when you get to it, no. And plus, I just gave you a video reference on how to do it. Forget about it. So, with that, let's get vaping on this bad boy. Oh, man. This thing is just... Woo-wee. Oh, man. So delicious, I tell you. Oofa. The amount of vapor. The power of Esterigon. Forget about it, baby. Oh, man. And this is going to be officially released this Saturday. Forget about it. You better check out Fluidvapor.com, Smokeguru. Ooh, forget about it. And get your hands on one of these. Forget about it, I tell you. This thing is going to be hitting your freaking atomizer like a freight train. Forget about it. Mwah. Imeo, thank you so much. This Esterigon is out of this world, buddy. Totally out of this world. Oofa. And of course, I had a small little baby announcement I need to make. Yes, very small. What it is Imeo has agreed and he's going to be a guest on my show this Thursday night, 11 o'clock p.m. East Coast time. We're going to be going over the Esterigon. We're going to be going over the Proteus. We're going to be going over a few other things, but I'll let him, yes, Mr. Majesty King himself, to go over those new little babies. Forget about it. So with that, live hard and vape hard. Ow! Unfucking believable. I mean, holy shit. Cinnamon fucking titties. Ooh, mama. Oh, them titties. Oh, them titties, I tell you. Oh, God, I could smell them fucking titties, boy. Unbelievable. Forget about